Welcome. Today we're continuing the Gintama journey with the next arc, which is from episode 76 to 81. And with that, it's the longest arc we've encountered so far in Gintama, which makes me very excited. And I hope you are as well. As always, if you enjoy the content I'm making and you want to support this channel, you can head over to my Patreon. Link is in the description down below. Also, join the Discord server if you just want to talk or hang out, have some fun, discuss interesting topics about anime and other things. And yeah, subscribe if you want to see more. So, let's get into episode 76. Wow, a very strong start to this arc. A very good episode. So first of all, I want to talk about the scenes in which Bubbles, yeah, Princess Bubbles and Kondo appeared together. Those scenes were comedy gold. I had to laugh at those so hard. I don't know what you think about the comedy of this episode, in particular with those two, but it was just too funny to me. I don't know what it was exactly, but just their interactions. And I'm kind of feeling bad for Princess Bubbles because she's thrown into this and has to endure all of the stuff that's happening to her for pretty much no reason. Yeah. There were a few instances where Kondo protected Princess Bubbles. And I'm not too sure if it was because he was trying to not anger her, to uphold the promise and their be wedding, so that the relationship between the two planets is secured, or because he actually cares for her. Probably not romantically. Let's be honest. Probably not. But there might be some, empathy that he shows for her. Also, a very good aspect of this episode, the world building. I love world building and episodes where world building appears. For example, in One Piece or in Gintama, because it's so, rare, I guess, scarce. But the whole backstory to the Yagyu clan, the fact that they uphold the tradition as a warrior clan of training samurai, even after the arrival of the Amanto, they are pretty respected, pretty, not notorious, they're famous, I guess. Yeah, they're not bad guys as far as we could see. And yeah, I just enjoyed having some more information about this world and about the Yagyu clan. Kyubei Yagyu, or Yagyu Kyubei. He, yeah, it's a he, I guess. It's a guy. I honestly thought that it was a girl. Doesn't seem to be the case. First of all, as I said in the reaction, very cool, very impressive entrance he had there. I do get the feeling that he is obsessed. Well, it's more just than just a feeling, it's just observation, because he definitely is obsessed with Otai. And he has good reason for it. If you reflect on the words that were exchanged, the dialogue from the flashback to back to where Otai was a child, small child, she was pretty much the only one that supported him. Pretty much the only one that gave him glimmer of hope, of motivation. And he appreciated that so much because he needed it. Being the successor of a famous warrior clan, but always being told that he's too small, not good enough, not worthy enough. Otai really pulled him out of that pit of despair, I think. And that is kind of Otai's nature. She really is kind-hearted. She cares about others, which was shown in that flashback. She doesn't care about Kondo, the gorilla. I do think she does, in a way. She just hides that. It's underneath the surface. That's also something that makes her so likable. Her good-natured heart. Also, something about that conversation. Otai said that he, even though, because he's small, he should become a samurai with the biggest heart. He kind of promised that to her, that he would become a samurai with a big heart. But is that true for him currently? Is he really, I mean, he's strong, very strong, as we could observe. But does he really have a big heart? So far, from what we've seen, he only cares about Otai and their marriage. So his goals are very selfish. And in trying to pursue and achieve these goals, he's neglecting her feelings, her friends, her family. And that was portrayed so well. The moment where Otai said, yeah, goodbye, and I'm gonna have to leave. She cried. Ah, the feelings I felt in that moment. We tend to overlook the fact that Otai and the Yorozuya, the friends basically, have such a strong bond. And I mean between Otai and the friends, because I mean we know it's obvious in pretty much every episode how strong the relationship between Kagura, Shin, and Gin is, but also the relationship to Otai. She is a very intricate part of this family that has grown so much. And seeing her cry like that, seeing her leave, that really kind of puts an arrow in my heart. But we all know they are gonna get her back, but we don't know exactly how and how the story for Kyubei is gonna end. Yeah. How is it gonna end? We'll see. But yeah, this first episode, my gosh, that was so good. And I can't wait to see what's gonna happen in episode 77. Yeah, the next episode. So let's get into episode 77. I am loving this arc. This was another really good episode. We're finding out more about the Yagyu clan, their property, their family. Talking about the family, the grandfather is a very intriguing figure. At first glance, he might not seem like anyone because he's just so laid back, carefree, doesn't really strike one as the type who would be a very essential figure to this clan. but he is the grandfather. He is the father of the man who is leading the clan. So there has to be more to him. He has to be physically, judging by the fact that he is joining in on the plate game, I guess, the game. So he has to be physically fit. I think he's also, because of his size. Now that is interesting because of his size. So maybe Kyubei got his size from his grandfather through the genes. That might be the case. So because of his size, he must be very agile and nimble and very fast. I can't wait to see him fight. That's gonna be awesome. I'm very certain of that. It's gonna be awesome. So he has to be physically fit, but also mentally. When you're leading a clan, you have to have charm, authority, clarity, and drive. So those qualities, the qualities of a leader, have to reside in him as well, because otherwise he wouldn't be the man he is. The matchups of the fights are awesome. The moment we saw Ketchup Guy, I said in the reaction, I'm not gonna remember any of the names. And I didn't. Huh. Kept my promise. Yeah, I'm gonna look them up afterwards, but we're gonna hear them again, so no worries about that. The Ketchup Guy. From the moment we saw him, I knew he was gonna be the one who had to take on Hijikata, or rather, Hijikata had to take on him. Their ideologies are so opposite, they have to fight. Yeah, also the other matchups. And what I like so much and what was so refreshing is that it just wasn't a simple, straight up one-on-one fight for every character, but there's room for tag teams, duos, trios. That reminds me of the scene where, yeah, was it Kagura? I think when they kind of beat up Kagura in a 3-man combo. So unexpected, really surprising. And it shows their skill, their teamwork, most of all, and their experience as fighters. They should not be underestimated. Yeah. And also that it's not just one-on-one fights, but they have to break the plates. So it's not about who's gonna surrender, who's gonna be knocked out, who's gonna be unconscious, but who's gonna break the plates. It makes it so much more exciting and entertaining. Yeah, all in all, such an entertaining episode. Another surprise was that Sogo, even though I knew he is strong, that he was able to beat his opponent so quickly and so easily. His opponent is not out of the game, out of the fight yet, of course. But just that he was able to deal with him so swiftly and quickly has raised my expectations for Sogo even more. Talking about Sogo and Kagura, I just love seeing them team up, and take down opponents. Just their dialogue, their interactions alone are so funny because they have a kind of rivalry going on. And it's just so So funny to watch. I love it. I love it. I'm curious to see how the fights are gonna play out in the next episodes and how it's gonna end. And how strong those four aces really are. The best part about this episode was Shin basically announcing his love for Otai, for his sister. In my opinion, that was one of the best and most emotional moments in Gintama. Because it also caught me off guard. Pretty much only the only episode where the relationship between Otai and Shin, basically the only episode we dove into their relationship deeply was one of the first episodes when they were introduced, where they revealed the backstory about their dojo and their father. Seeing Shin be so sad and so determined to get her back. That was beautiful. I loved that scene. Now I'm wondering if he is also going to fight Kyubei one-on-one. Even though it would just be for... even if it would just be for a short amount of time. I think that would be justified. I think that should happen. Shin versus Kyubei. I don't believe that Shin would beat him in a straight, fair fight, but he can try. And with the determination, with the desire to get his sister back, he can only get stronger. Amazing episode. Can't wait for the next one. And I hope you can as well. If you like this reaction, this video, leave a like, comment down below what you think about the matchups, about Sogo and Kagura, about Shin's moment. Just what you think about that. And subscribe if you want to see more. So, enjoy your day, take care, and bye.